Now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE reignites the war with AEW, Dominik Mysterio visits Eddie's gravesite in a very wholesome moment, controversy regarding SABU'S last match, The Miz set for a new role, and much more. As always, won't recap the show, but just provide you with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good, is number one, the CM Punk factor. As CM Punk kicked off Raw, and it's typically the case whenever Punk is on the show is elevated. Punk brings an energy to the show that's not present when he's absent, and last night was no exception. Punk would insist on an explanation from Paul Heyman, and this led to a scathing promo from Seth Rollins, who once again went into detail when it came to his hatred for Punk. The promo exchange naturally led to a mass brawl. When Sami Zayn made the save, it was eventually confirmed that the highly anticipated tag match will go down at Saturday night's main event. Punk and Zayn vs Rollins and Braun Breaker is a solid match for a TV special, and it currently joins Jey Uso vs Logan Paul for the world title as the only confirmed matches for the card. Number 2, Penta shines. Penta has finally managed to firmly connect with the main roster audience. The crowd absolutely loves him, and he has to be a strong contender to win Money in the Bank next month. Penta had yet another fantastic match last night as he defeated Chad Gable in one of the best TV matches of the calendar year. Number 3, AJ Styles vs Finn Balor. Now as expected, AJ Styles vs Finn Balor delivered. Whilst the final portion of the match was filled with shenanigans, the in-ring action between the two was fantastic. This could have easily been a match on a future PLE, and it's evident that both men still have a lot to offer and are still considered amongst the best in-ring workers in the entire company. Number 4, Becky's promo. Becky Lynch's work since returning at WrestleMania has been stellar, and last night Lynch cut one of the best promos of her entire career. Lynch would basically say that she's embracing all the misconceptions about her, and now it looks like Lynch is firmly embracing the Becky Hogan meme. And number 5, a stellar main event. WWE's centered feud between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, and Julia has been outstanding. Whilst the feud hasn't made it onto a PLE, it's been presented as a big deal, and the tag match that seemingly brought the feud to a close was justified in the main event slot of Raw last night. The action was smooth as it was evident that all 4 women are going to be pillars of the women's division for many years to come. Now it does look like WWE are moving forward with a singles match between Sky and Ripley, and this is inevitably destined for a major PLE, with some fans predicting that WWE could save the match for the Evolution event in the summer. That was a good what about the bad is number 1, the New Day's heel turn. A lot of fans have been calling out WWE's booking of the New Day since their heel turn, and rightly so. The heel turn has fallen flat since the initial turn. The characters of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods feel lifeless, and there's been little to no substance when it comes to their characters. The two will be on commentary for a tag match on Raw, yet it just felt awkward and off. WWE have massively dropped the ball with such a significant heel turn. And Jey vs Gunther again? The Jey Uso vs Logan Paul program for the world title isn't exactly receiving rave reviews. WWE are planting the seeds for another match between Jey and Gunther. The WrestleMania matchup between the two was met with negative feedback from fans, and after last night's Raw, it looks like the match will take place on the Raw following Money in the Bank. Gunther confronted Jey in a promo segment on Raw last night, and Gunther is urgently in need of a change of scenery. WWE are still committed to an annual draft, which is rumored to take place at the end of May. There is speculation that WWE are going to use Gunther vs Jey to set up Goldberg's return, and if the match does go down on June 9th, this will be taking place just a few weeks before the Saudi show titled Night of Champions. This is a match that is heavily rumored to feature Goldberg's retirement, and Goldberg costing Gunther the world title could be WWE's way of planting the seeds for the 1v1 contest. Nothing on the show this week stood out as downright ugly. Whilst the show wasn't perfect, it had some tremendous wrestling, and the storytelling managed to move key angles forward heading into Saturday night's main event and Money in the Bank. What did you guys think of the Red Brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now, our first story looks at WWE reignites the war against AEW. Now, our top story today takes a look at the latest when it comes to the previously rumored return of a WWE Premium Live event from 2018, and now WWE have accidentally confirmed that the show is indeed making a grand return. There have been rumors for months that WWE are looking to bring back the Evolution event. This was an all-women's PLE that debuted in 2018, and although it received rave reviews from fans, WWE decided against making the event an annual tradition. Yesterday, PW Insider Elite updated fans on the revival of the PLE, and according to them, the event is set for July 12th, in Atlanta. There's been rumors for some time that WWE has been looking to stage a new WWE Evolution pay-per-view, years after the company held their only all-women's event back in 2018. PWInsiderElite.com is told that the promotion is potentially looking at the weekend of 7th July in Atlanta, timed with Saturday night's main event taping at the same weekend. The idea would be Saturday night's main event on Saturday, July 12th, and the pay-per-view on Sunday, July 13th. Whether the company moves forward remains to be seen, but for those who have asked, that's what we've heard. But just a matter of hours after PW Insider released their report, WWE accidentally confirmed the event for July 12th in Atlanta. WWE, specifically Fanatics, who runs the WWE merch department, would advertise vacancies for retail assistants to assist with the Evolution event. Therefore, it's basically confirmed that July 12th, 2025 will finally see the return of Evolution, but this is also the same day as AEW's major event, AEW All in Texas. So right now, both Evolution and Saturday night's main event could be on the same day as AEW All in Texas. Why WWE is throwing two shows on the same day is beyond us. Now, it's likely that WWE could move Saturday night's main event to a week earlier, but then that only means that they'll have 1 week of build from Night of Champions. This is seen by many fans as far too much, and it's possible that one of both shows suffers from a lack of build. Next up, Dominik Mysterio went to Eddie's gravesite. And Dominik Mysterio loves to keep kayfabe intact around the legendary Eddie Guerrero, and even outside of the world of kayfabe, it was evident that Mysterio and Guerrero had a close relationship when Mysterio was young. Mysterio, who's the reigning Intercontinental Champion, recently appeared on the Intoxicados podcast, and Mysterio revealed that when the WWE is in Phoenix, he's taken the title to Eddie's gravesite to share his success. We have a show coming up in Phoenix, and I plan on taking the WWE Intercontinental title up there to see him. I'm going to try and make some time before Raw. I'm going to try and make the time to go see him. I'll probably go by myself this time. Who knows? Take the IC title to him. Let him know we did it. It's not hard to get emotional at these comments from Mysterio, and Mysterio even added that this will be the first time he visits Guerrero without Rey by his side. Next up, WWE's asking price for John Cena's final match. It was all but confirmed over the weekend that John Cena's final match will take place in December in Boston. The show is set to be a Saturday night's main event special, and it's now surfaced that WWE required cities such as Boston to bid on the hosting duties for the historic match. This news comes from James Stewart of the 985 Sports Hub saying John Cena's final match is being planned for 30th December 2025. WWE is looking for $1.5 million financial commitment from host cities including Boston. WWE's full week of TakeOver will start on 10th December with community events, 11th December Undertaker Show, 12th December SmackDown, and 13th December Saturday night's main event. WWE requiring cities to bid on events such as WrestleMania has been a staple of their business model for years. However, them asking cities to bid on other events is a relatively new business practice. This is a bold move from WWE, as although Cena's last match is arguably one of the biggest matches of all time, the event being branded as a Saturday night's main event could be highly detrimental to these grand plans. For the past year, WWE have practically told the audience that these glorified TV specials don't mean anything. Whilst the shows will feature some good wrestling, the idea of a major angle or a world title change going down on a show is just out of the question. WWE have banked themselves into a corner here, and it would make all the sense in the world for them to pivot and turn the December event into its own specific PLE. Next up, controversy regarding Sabu's last match. The GCW owner Brett Lauderdale and wrestler Joey Janela have defended booking Sabu to wrestle a retirement match over the WrestleMania 41 weekend. Since Sabu's passing, a lot of the attention has been drawn to the retirement match, especially with Janela making a number of negative comments, including stating that Sabu was given kratom and was on another FM planet. Due to the backlash to these comments, Janela has responded via X, and he confirmed that the specific interview took place before Sabu's passing. I'm truly devastated over this, and this whole deal has really affected me. Kratom is something that Sabu took daily for years and helped him get off other substances. Sabu loved his weed and kratom. His body was wrecked doing what he loved for 40 years. I did an interview for that article 2 days after the match, not knowing what would transpire weeks later, and I said he was knocked out after that spot when, despite being a rough deal, he was not bad. I was just trying to add to the lore and unpredictability of Sabu. I love Sabu. He was legitimately my idol growing up and my friend. I just wanted to give him and the fans one last great Sabu spectacle. Janela would also confirm that Sabu was fine the day after the match, and he was even able to sign autographs at WrestleCon. I'm sorry for lashing out at you, but your tweet caused a snowball effect that has many people saying that I was in part responsible for my friend's death. Sabu was fine the day after I signed at WrestleCon, and he's been doing many appearances since. I don't know what was the cause of death, and all I can say is I wouldn't change a thing, and happy he went out on top. Now, in relation to GCW's response, Lauderdale decided the best course of action was to release an official statement, and in an extended statement, he confirmed that he didn't supply any substances to Sabu, and Sabu was not forced to wrestle. Any suggestion that I or GCW or Joey Janela forced him to do this match, supplied him with substances, or somehow caused his death is irresponsible, disingenuous, hurtful, and false. It's upsetting and discouraging to see people so eager to cast judgment without knowledge of the facts. Now, ahead of his statement, it was reported by Fightful Select that GCW were frustrated, embarrassed, and humiliated by Janela's interview, and it's easy to see why. And finally, The Miz set for a new role. Now, our final story today takes a look at some exciting news for former WWE Champion The Miz. It was announced by Variety that Amazon's upcoming reboot of American Gladiators has signed The Miz to be the official host. This is a huge gig for The Miz, as there's a ton of hype and anticipation surrounding the series. It's unknown if this means that The Miz will be taking a leave of absence from WWE, or will be filming the show around his WWE schedule. Whatever the case, we're wishing him the best.